we're starting it up, folks. So we have an up-and-coming name here, folks. Herman Herrera. This guy has been in pro play support, made top 8 there. And he's also performed on other tournaments. Long-time card game player, and he's been performing amazingly in the event so far. From what I've known him, he's been known as a lightning player, but he made the dramatic switch over to water recently, and has been performing very well. Based off the record, And here we have our lovely forest player. I still cannot pronounce his name. Danger Boat. Yeah, Danger Boat. I got it. Danger Boat. Danger Boat. Got Danger Boat here, and Danger Boat. Very interesting hand, to say the least. For lighting in the bottles, of forest or lure filleting. We are getting a mulligan from both casters. This is very interesting. So the net advantage is about the same all around, for sure. But Danger Boat, again, he's had, or I believe they've had some very interesting games going on.
No aura for the forest, and a pretty interesting hand for the water hand.
And a mulligan. That is a very interesting hand, the mulligan. That was not even a bad hand. That was a lot of beasties. Had one aura to get going. But it looks like Danger Boat wants something more. That hand. That is
what if they top deck a forest aura, they're good.
Right.
Any aura, right? Any aura at that point now.
Exactly. I like Danger Boat a lot as a player, right? We talked a lot how Danger Boat could have won with Anniversary, but besides that play, still won the set. Crushed his water matchup as a whole with Forest. You can tell, very experienced Forest player, right? Forest, to put in perspective for those new players, Forest is a very easy aura type to learn. Once you learn the math of the type, it's very straightforward. You just play beasties, go wide, go all in, and win the game, right? But there is some skill, right? Learning the matchups, when to play and how to play versus dampen, how to play against wall electrization in the water matchups, how I play versus Hammercooks, right? And Danger Boat against water, he's been playing the matchups extremely well, not going impatiently against so many different types against water. And Danger Boat just seems to know Forest like the back of their hand, right? I think we agree with that, right?
I agree, and we're gonna run into some sort of decision here. We have 2 water arrows out. There's no dampen right now in the water player's hand, but I think we might see a New Year's not be played potentially.
It's the threat. Will they take the risk? Will the risk be taken right now? In my opinion, the risk is greater than the reward. I think we're going to see it. I think we're going to see it right here.
I don't think we're going to see it. It'll be very risky to risk that dampen on the New Year's right now.
Wow, you're correct. But if Herman plays the crab, then the threat wears off. Right? It's going to come down.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's going to come down.
I told you they were not going to do that. It was too risky.
From our point of view, you're like, oh, it's safe. But you're right. Danger Boat, that threat of 7 cards in hand, of course they're going to probably have dampen at that point. But if the crab is played, and you bet it's probably going to be played.
Do you think it's going to be played too? Yep, there it goes.
Here it comes the crab.
This could potentially give
big Wallowa. Is lightning in a bottle going to be played? You bet it's going to be played.
Yeah.
The crab coming in to the Roperite.
Interesting.
Well, hold on. Roperite isn't destroyed here, right? You gotta
unless he rolled for the paralyze and hit it, right? He needs the paralyze.
Needs to be rolled. Yeah, it looks like we got a judge coming over.
Yeah, and next turn, regardless, that New Year's is gonna hit the board and it's gonna be crazy. But wait, what's going on? We are having just a moment here. There was, as we mentioned, like there needed to be a roll for that paralysis.
There needed to be a roll.
There's a lot going on.
Let's check back in real fast.
Something that we missed. It is 55 water versus does not have type advantage. Yeah, I don't.
Right. Let's ask a judge for it, and ruling comes up. But we may be wrong.
Yeah, we might have missed something. Regardless, New Year's has been played. Here comes the flood of fearsome critters to have a bigger tribal boost with lightning bottle for more aura. Convert trade into Squonk. Have the whole posse here of fearsome critters.
So if you want to know the math, you need 4 fearsome critters. Sorry, actually, I'm right. 4 fearsome critters, 60 damage. 4 damage, 60 damage. Right. So you need 4 fearsome critters minimum to trade into a Wallowa Lake Crustacean. You need 4, right? And so that 4 is a critical number to deal with a Wallowa Lake Crustacean without Tura. And right now, Danger Boat has 6. More than enough. More than enough to deal with it. He's rolling for the Paralyzed right now, trying to get that Paralyzed play going on. And it's a 3. So the Paralyzed does not land. Gumroot is going to cleanly take care of the crab if Herman doesn't Smoky Spirits here. That's the question. Taking back his play. What's going on here?
Maybe the judge has reached the table and they need to reset or something. Let's see.
Okay, maybe discussing the Paralyzed play from before. Right, we're not officially the judges' tournament, so
exactly. Of course we respect the judges' calls. We're just excited to see what's going on. Right now I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay. So it looks like instead, we got Danger Boat going directly for the face, not going for.
Oh wow! Okay.
Not going for the crab, going for the face right here. 745 life points, right? I'm making sure fast. I think that's 745, not 1,000. Bookmark coming in. That's a lot of Smoky Spirits, and this is not looking good for Danger Boat. That's a Flood the Earth coming in next turn. So if right now, Danger Boat needs to play extremely aggressively with the numbers they have to just get a ton of damage in right now.
Sadly, the only way that Danger Boat could have evaded those Flood the Earth is if it was a differently timed New Year's, right?
Correct.
Get those out of the hand. But right now, that's not possible anymore. We have our Gumby squad here with the being led by Squonk and the rope rights. They might just get flooded out of this top 4.
Well, actually, you know what? Danger Boat might actually win the game right here. It's very, very close. The damage right now, coming in
with enough tribal boost and the bottle.
Exactly, right? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 possible beauties. Each Gumroot can hit for 100 damage alone. Times that by 3 at 300 damage. Robart's coming in for 510 damage. Squawk coming in for 120 damage. 120 damage. 630 damage being dealt. Combine that with a lighting in a bottle, that's 750. He has the game right here, folks. If the Smoky Spirits doesn't come out. But
it's got to come out.
There's two. And there's a defender. So this is a critical moment right here. You see, Danger Zone knows that's got to be Flood the Earth in hand. He just gave in a New Year's two beginnings. He just gave it in, right? But what exactly is going to happen? Is he going to maintain his hand? Maybe, right? Either way, it might be safe just to maintain the hand to Board Control right now. So, notice this. Good players tend to take it slowly. They do one attack at a time to see what gets defended against. And we're seeing
let's not say good players, just the more experienced players, right? Like we're just excited to play, and sometimes I attack with everything. But yeah, definitely the best experienced way to do one at a time. Let things resolve, so things can happen, right? Especially with smoky spirits in the game now.
Yeah.
I know that's what you meant. Just like for the series.
It depends, right? It's very situational, right? But in general, experienced players we've noticed tend to attack one at a time just to do those mind games, right? And that's devastating right now. We need a growth. Growth would be huge right now to get Danger Boat back on its footing. Of course, 40 damage on the crab. Don't have to worry about defending right now with the crab. Should be no problem. This is, if literally one more turn, Flood the Earth didn't happen for one more turn, it would have been game. Would have been game. But
that was. Now there's 2 lightning bottles. There's poison that could be going on, right?
It doesn't happen.
Burrows. Taking out those Gumbers, that's a big loss, right? A very big loss. 3 Gumbers out of 5.
All right, this is where the water player starts getting a reset, right? They got that wipe going on. Now they're going to begin to apply pressure with the crab, with the ray. Really, one more turn. If one more turn just didn't happen the way it did, then that would have been game, and Herman would have lost. And Herman has not lost a lot this tournament. He's been consistently winning.
I think that they know where they're at the moment.
Yes.
See, there's a lot of box turning, aura being left, pieces are being held back in hand, right?
Yep, exactly.
Because those lightning bottles can potentially turn out the title of the game, but right now water is just what water does. It's building a great board. It has that critical 5 that we've talked about already. Played Flood the Earth, has the smoky protection, has a fragment and a power up red. This is looking very dire for our forest player.
Oh yeah. It's kind of interesting. Herman keeping track of the opposing cast life forms like that. Very nice. A lot of hand building up for Danger Boat, but again, doesn't have the aura to really utilize the majority of his hand at the moment.
Doesn't have the aura, and 2 rope rights were taken out too, right? Normally we see the rope right into lightning in a bottle, into convert into another beastie to keep that travel boost up, but that's just potentially not possible in the current hand state. Yeah.
Right. Let's do over real fast to our game. We got Frost and Water here. Different matchup for sure. Our Water player again having a pretty big hand size right now, and power up red Abacut again. Major problem for this Frost player. Just going to be dealing tons of damage. But the Flood the Earth is going to be coming in, and there's nothing someone can do to stop it. That slow is going to just decimate Kate right now. But can't be played because Bookmark came in, and Bookmark is going to not allow, no aura's there to do it.
There's no aura, and also you can only play Flood the Earth. That's the only page you can play that turn. That's not aura page, right? So that makes sense. This gives Kate an extra turn to potentially do something.
Right.
Wahila at hand, doing the extra Bookmark by destroying that baby.
Kate's not being aggressive enough here. Flood the Earth's going to pop that Amacook away right now. It's going to come in and wipe it clean right now.
Yeah, well,
unless
goes an attack with the power up red though.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's still a turn now. So Bookmark for Water Baby, 380 LP. Does Kate play Wahila right here? Likely going to hold it back.
Yeah, I wouldn't play it even if I wasn't looking at my opponent's hand. It's just a big hand, right? And we know flood the earth is a thing, so
Oh yeah.
definitely smart to keep it there.
Yep, here it is, a flood right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cleaning off that power up red Amacook and just taking it up.
And as you can see, Burrow does protect against targeted, but not against board wipes, right? Like flood the earth does not target; it just hits everything that's not water.
Exactly.
So gets around Burrow makes sense, right? You're flooding everything, even under earth, whatever. It makes flavor sense in my mind, so I enjoy it.
For sure. So now Kate has a big question, right? What exactly does she do here? Is she gonna?
Yeah, it's hard because, for example, playing against water, you know that crabs are potentially gonna pop up. So
Mhm.
playing a Wahila now, you can get it ready to attack, but crabs have stone skin. The Wahila effect won't take hold, right? Can attack with the Wahila, of course, but it does look like Kate is deciding to set up their board, setting up the Wahila, leaving 2 frost for potentially for slow.
And,
Oh, just
and
one, right? But leaving some aura open. This is what I mean.
without leaving the screen, it's got where the Herman went 1-0 now. So Herman is 1 game in. Looks like the sideboarding in. We'll hop back to their table after a little bit more gameplay here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Wahila's gonna be played, which it's good and a bad thing, arguably, because of. Oh, okay. It's a good and a bad thing because one, you get a body out, but two, the bad thing is you don't get the effect of Wahila to just lock down that board state for a turn. So, not very good.
Yeah, exactly. And once again, like normally as we talked, when you drop Wahila, even if your opponent doesn't have beasties, they're gonna drop beasties. If they don't have lightning in the bottles, those beasties are gonna be fatigued. Potentially next turn you can hit them with Wahila's effect. But in water, we know that there's stone skin crabs, which is one of the most common beasties. Then you have the water babies. It's just not a huge payoff. But once again, she had no board, so it's good to at least try to establish something with the Wahila there, even if you lose the freezing effect over the board. Not freezing, the locking. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, what's going on? Why did a car just flew out of the field here?
I think they're dealing page from their hand. Oh, they're side decking here, I believe. So,
Okay.
very interesting. See what they're going to change into. It's tense. I mean, right now, and don't get me wrong, Kate, it's definitely still in this game right now. Definitely still in this game.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's a little scary right now, right? Like there's 6, 7, chapter 8 pages in the chapter there, the
Right.
water player versus two pages in chapter for Kate and 1 Wahila in the field. It's definitely scary. And if that caster does get a frog, it's potentially over with all those potions there, right?
Right.
So,
Limbo real fast. No frogs in Limbo right now. That means
no
we got two in the spellbook. Just ready to come in. Ready to come out. Manta Ray comes out. Manta Ray one shots, right? Takes out Wahila, 7 LP. Oh,
Yep.
yep. No problem. Easy.
That's the mana ray for you.
Right. Not looking very good with Kate. But we got the Amacook out. This is exactly what Kate needs to stay in the game. Amacooks are impermeable against these ray attacks and will start applying some pressure that Kate needs to stick in this game right now. And
Impermeable unless it's flood the earth. But yes, normally very, very hard to remove.
Exactly.
You have a dampen, so there's 2 dampens in hand, 2 smoky, 2 lightning bottles, and a lake. With the crab potentially dropping this turn.
Exactly. 80 damage to Kate. Damage is starting to roll in. Life point total the gap's starting to dwindle right now. Starting to go down. Walla Lake Station coming out, getting out of body. 40 damage per turn coming in right now, right?
Or potentially more if they decide to play the lake, right?
Exactly. There's Alaskan Vortex right now. But remember, we have to dampen right now. 2 dampens in
Oh yeah, that dampen is ready for that Alaskan vortex.
Oh, it's ready.
It's the slow, right? But there's another dampen. But there's not enough to play the second dampen.
Exactly. Not enough aura right now. Or is that at 6 aura in the arena right now? One aura is paid
Yeah, no. I mean, they can do. K can do the vortex and then the slow.
Exactly. But
for the dampen. We'll see if it happens.
This is huge. So dampen gonna come off.
Apparently, well, Kate is looking into into their discard, into their cemetery there. So I don't know. Okay, so now they were waiting for declaring, the targets of the Alaskan vortex. If I'm guessing that's what happened.
Yep.
So what about the slow?
Right. Is there an or for slow?
Yes, there's one, right? Does it cost 2?
Costs 2, I believe.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm wondering where the extra, because 1 aura was fatigued. Okay, that's 6 aura right now. I'm wondering where the aura came from. Yeah, I mean,
I can't say I noticed. Yeah. Must be something that we missed. So I can guess.
Potentially, right? So either way, we're not going to see a slow response from Dampen, and I'm going to continue on. Pressure continues. Flying Manta hits for 80. Lake is not being contracted because not yet at least, because Cook is still in the game, right? And that can benefit from that. Right now, it's more crucial to keep LP totals alive for JayRabian right now, because he's currently at 340 LP. So any kind of LP matters, right?
That does make sense.
Yeah. Manta is going to equip. Don't forget, Jay does have 3 lightning in the bottles to close out the game. So that gap may seem pretty big, but it's a lot smaller than what we're actually giving it. It's a very small gap, actually.
Yeah, if it's for the mana rate, that's 240 more damage, right?
Exactly.
Quite a lot.
Yep, not including the attacks on the same turn.
Exactly. Just extra from the lightning in a bottle, yeah. So...
You're seeing a past turn, 40 damage being dealt. The 40 damage is nothing compared to 120 damage, not to mention the damage buff from the Ray coming in. Chessie comes out, that's going to pump the damage even more.
Extra aura,
yep.
More damage for Chessie.
Yep. Lightning in a bottle with Chessie, huge damage coming in, huge damage.
Chessie potentially for later on, right? Like potentially like a move to close the game, not
exactly.
Not the move to do now. It'll be interesting. We know that Kate does run Teaserhook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teaserhook against a water deck is a very interesting interaction because of its ability.
Exactly.
Chessie would lose the boost, I'm assuming, right? Teaserhook does turn all water pages into frost, if I'm not mistaken.
Chessie does turn. Which card again? Teaserhook? Oh, right, Teaserhook. Yeah, makes it out for us. So, if the Teaserhook comes out, it needs to actually.
Yeah, I'm forgetting. Let me just look it up. Like, if does Teaserhook, is it frost and water, or is it water to frost?
It is water to frost, right?
Okay.
So, because it's frost, it has to make water to frost. So,
yeah, they're considered a frost instead of water. Interesting.
Yep. Amicooks, we've seen Amicooks hit for a lot of damage, but something Kate's missing right now is those Terras to really make those Amicooks carry the mid game, right? Right now. Mid game to late game. But, it just gets worse and worse. Seeing these fans, Smoky Spirits, lighting the bottles, piling up right now. They're not just for Frogman, folks. These cards are good.
Oh, of course.
Themselves, right? And likely going to push to win here. Terra coming in. The Terra is going to buff up all Laker stations, 10 LP, 10 damage buff, 50 damage buff to Chessie. Huge. You know, if you think that's 50 damage buff plus all the lighting in the bottles, just buffing the Chessie up, you know, swinging in right now with Chessie.
That is a lot of damage, and also, the crab 10 HP doesn't look like much, but because the crab halves damage, there's a lot more, right? It's like basically technically 20. You consider the math involved. So, we see first lighting a bottle.
That's it. Lighting the bottle, close the game out. Chessie's hitting for 80, 90, 140 damage per pop right now. Lighting the bottle, the game out, GG. That's it. It's close. If Kate had only a couple more turns, asking only for a couple more turns before Flood to Earth, would have been able to pull the W. But it's rough.
Well, that was still a great matchup. Let's see what's going on back in our forest and water.
Very, very different play here. Looks like a win for Forest. And oh wait, hold on. This is before Flood to Earth comes in, I think. Oh no, this is the game. This is most likely the game. Top deck. Defusal. First time seeing Defusal in this tournament. You don't see it often. The travel boost first from Critter. Defusal. Pumping extra damage. Gumroot swinging in.
One Smoky Spirits in hand. Is that enough to stop this?
Oh, that's a defender right there. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. We got 5 awakened first from Critters. I say 6 awakened right now. I'm Diffuse awakened. Yeah, that's completely game right there. Right. The threats on it. This is exactly the kind of game that Dangerbolt wanted. A game where he can close out the game before Flood to Earth gets to wipe right now. And he needed to paralyze. Because Herman was relying on is relying right now on getting a top deck Smoky Spirits to stay in this game. It's gonna be a 1. That is not what he wants. Crab will not kill the Gumroot. He will not get the top deck bookmark, and it is going to be game here, folks. Let's do some math right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Gumroot's hitting for 80 damage right now per Gumroot. You only need 3 attacks.
80 for Gumroot, 85 for the rope rides.
Yep.
That is, yeah. That's it. That's that. Well, there's a second roll going on.
I believe even with Smoky Spirits, it would still be a game. Like even if a top the Smoky Spirits cabin, it would still be a close game. So
only with 280s, that's 160, right? So and then it's 85 and 85, that's 170. Yep. So yeah, that's definitely game.
Right.
I don't know what's the roll that's going on.
No, that's gonna be game. No way you can close the game out with just one Smoky Spirit. It's not gonna be enough. All Dangerbolt has to do is hit for face, close this game out, and you go to best of 3 for the Forest and Water matchup. Gumroot to face, hitting for 70 damage right now. 70 damage. Another 70 damage. And another 170 damage. And closes the game out. He has the luxury of the choice. Defusal, Smoky Spirits. Gotta do it. Or else that's a GG. Nope.
That's it.
Have to. So, good game. This is a really good matchup here. We almost had Herman lose game 1. It was 1 turn about before earlier to close the game out. And Dangerbolt, really, it was a very close game. Right? Come on, like 1 more turn, flood the earth, wipe, reset the board. Right, 1 more turn. Right, all we needed, 1 more turn. But it didn't happen. It just didn't happen. Right.
Yeah, it's been, it's amazing at this level, the tournament top 4, this kind of like just close calls, and it just still amazes me to this day to see those huge forest boards, right? Like it's once again very nostalgic, very triggering for me as I face the forest a lot, but still very fun to watch. Forest be forest, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. So while they're setting up over there, we get some claps going on for that game. But new setup here. Kate, uphill battle right now, but she can still do it. She can still definitely do it. Flood the Earth in the early hand But what is going to pull through is there isn't a lot of aura right now for Jay to get a lead. Whereas Kate has a very balanced hand, a good amount of aura, some beasties, and some utility. This is probably the ideal hand, right? I mean, besides getting a bookmark on New Beginnings for a reset, for an out. But, Kate has a lot of answers right now, and she can play for 4 turns. There's a cycling Earth. Yeah, got some cycling going on. Zobora not going to see a lot of benefit this game. No crystals in Kate's hand. Likely going to be a dead card unless Jay gets a crystal like a Mermaid Scales and can use it on himself. But, we saw this. This is the thing about best of threes, folks. We saw Kate using snowflakes and relying on snowflakes to get some advantage going. And, in response in this game, secure a win, Jay went to go absorb aura. But there is no absorb aura in sight for Kate. It's all aura right now, folks. All aura. Emma Cook gonna get the first attack in. Jay will likely not smoke his spirits here. And she's just gonna play on curve. Gonna play on curve. Gonna play exactly what she needs to play. And just consistently deal some damage, right? Jay is in a rough spot. 1 Flood to Earth already blown for cycling, and another Flood to Earth in his hand. He could cycle Flood to Earth, but he can't, folks. Because if he cycles Flood to Earth, he's going to have no answers for an Amacup board that can appear right now.
Definitely cannot use that Flood the Earth to bookmark another card. Kate is setting up to potentially do a Vortex.
Yes.
Using the Icy spell potentially.
Right.
Path doesn't look very promising because there's no board from the water.
There's no board, right? And so many options right now for Kate. And Jack Frost is not only good for destroying that Lake Terra and River Terra, but also great for just ignoring Flood to Earth because it has the Flight. Wahila coming out early. Kate's being very aggressive here, playing all the aura, not using Icy Path. Doesn't need it. Doesn't need it right now, folks. Doesn't need it. Gonna play Wahila, deny a Water Baby for a turn, and just get it rolling. Get some damage going with Amacook. Start dealing with 40 damage pops to face, right? If you do the math there, folks, it will take about 20 attacks on one Amacook without Terra to destroy.
Wait, Amacook destroy the Water Baby instead of attacking directly. Interesting.
Very interesting, right?
Maybe scared of that paralyze for whatever reason. I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah.
As a water player,
go ahead.
As a water player, I'm very scared right now. Kate, has 4 aura. That's our critical point. If I play Wallowa, I gotta worry about Alaskan Vortex. I gotta worry about Frostbite, Icy Path. Frostbite, Icy Spell. Right? These are things I gotta worry about right now.
Oh, the crab does have Stone Skin, right? So we remember that.
It does, but Frostbite does ignore Stone Skin, which is why it's so core.
That's why you make the cards, and I don't. Yes, that's true. I had forgotten that is there. Very, very powerful in this matchup with those crab going around.
Yeah. But I gotta say, it's not looking amazing for Kate right now. While it seems good, because 2 more aura. It's 2 more aura, folks, and we get that point where Flood the Earth comes in. So Kate has to think wisely. Do I go for all Amacucks in a rush, or do I hold back my beasties, wait for the Flood the Earth, and then play it after Flood the Earth, where I had that opening, that window to play into a free board, right? At that point. But also, Kate has to worry about board control. Do I control the crab? That crab is probably going to hit me. And my opponent may have Smoky Spirits. I don't know. Wahila's going to hit into the crab right now. Wahila can take a hit right now. Take a hit. It's going to do some good damage. It's going to deal a nice little 30 damage plus type advantage. 25 damage overall. I don't know.
And it's going to freeze, right? The freezing is important.
It's going to freeze. It's going to freeze for 3. That's a lot of turns, folks. That is 2 turns. That crab is useless. Not going to do anything for 2 turns. So the damage of the Smoky Spirits coming out, that's huge, right? Any Smoky Spirits that are not used, any Smoky Spirits used now is a Smoky Spirit not used later for a Loveland Frogman, which is the core, looks like, for Danger Boat's deck. So moving back to this Forest game here. Oh, wow.
We have the frog here. Smoky Spirit's ready to defend the frog.
Right, and this is a critical point right now. Not enough aura for Herman to pull out. Oh, this is brutal. We got a New Year's New Beginning play that's going to happen immediately after an index, just taking out the whole point of having index.
That is going to be brutal.
That is going to be.
And now critters are going to rain from his hand. Yeah.
Here we go. In 4 effective aura, if you have the convert from Roperite coming in. Very interesting choice. We have likely Danger Zone wants to get maximum value from his aura right now and his cards. He's going to get Gummer out, Lufaling out, and then he's going to play the New Year's New Beginnings, and he's just going to decimate Herman right now.
That is an amazing play, and a lot of good cards being lost because of not holding the aura open for that dampen.
Yep, Herman's running the mirror right now. Lufaling's getting affected by the scare on the mirror. And here we go. This is it. We got. Notice he uses Rum Diffusal first to blow Smoky Spirits. He's going to hit him to face right now. Does he blow? He has to New Year's New Beginnings. He has to.
He has to do it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
He has to do it right now. Don't pass the turn. This is the opening to do it.
I'm very confused.
I guess math coming in. Come on, please. If you don't do
it. Kevin, no, yes.
He doesn't New Year's. Why doesn't he?
That was wild. I don't understand what happened.
He had no aura to dampen. This is a misplay, in my opinion. He needed to New Year's here. There's no reason why he shouldn't have New Year's. He doesn't have an answer. Didn't have an answer for anything.
Yeah, I just.
He would have taken out 2 dampens, a Flood the Earth, a Crustacean, and a Power-Up Red in the same turn.
But regardless, even if he doesn't know what's in hand, right?
Yes, he doesn't.
You're getting 7 cards.
This
refreshing your opponent's hand.
That one play we talk about so many times about New Year's winning the game for players after a misplay because they misplayed by playing New Year's. This is a time where you misplay by not playing New Year's. You have to play the New Year's there. When that window was right there, the windows coming open, coming close with all the aura, and that window was right there. Now Herman has the opportunity to just hold back the 2 aura. He can just dampen for free, right? That window is gone. That window is gone. It doesn't come back, right? You got to play into it. Smoky Spirit, of course, going to come in.
That was hard to watch, but yes. It's been a long day. Our casters are definitely tired, and this type of play happened. It's unfortunate to see, of course, from this perspective, but we don't know what's going on in our casters' minds right now, and why was that choice taken? And maybe we'll find out in the future. We can chat with them. But we have a 3rd water aura coming into play. And right now, potentially, what do you think? A crab or an index? Potentially, I would maybe an index and then just.
You want an index. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, if I'm Herman, if I'm playing a completely perfect, I gotta assume New Year's is in his hand. You gotta assume he's holding his card back. Forest players, if you notice, they don't like holding cards back a lot of times. They want to play all their cards. So if you hold the card back, index is this is the ideal play, right? I'm gonna build my board state. I'm gonna get out another frogman. They called it. Get another frogman out, right? Get another frogman out. Just put it in hand, And I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna play it next turn. I'm gonna hold my aura for dampen. Herman is playing this game to a T right now. Perfect play, in my opinion.
I know, definitely. That New Year's was a missed opportunity, and the water deck is really doing what it does best: maintain control with the water aura being open for that dampen. Even not playing that Loveland Frogman, which some people might have done, right? Getting excited, 2 extra bookmarks on the next turn. Right. Definitely the careful move, as you say, Kevin. Hold for so long in their hand. And New Year's is one of them. So a lot of going on right now. We have the start of our water player's turn. for
Right.
4th water aura, getting close to that critical 5 water aura with a second frog in hand.
It's not good. This is really not good, man. That New Year's would have been played. It would have been game, arguably. You had the board state. You had the denial of the cards. That would have been like the turning point. It would have taken Herman out. Either way, win or lose for Danger Boat, this has been a set. This has definitely been MetaZoo, good gameplay. Both players played very well. And, Herman got a loss, right? Herman has seen kind of went 2-0 a lot of the sets. In fact, that Danger Boat took a game on Herman just shows his skill of play and shows the deck he's running, right? Got a game, mind you, in after side decking, right? Putting Rum Diffusal in, which was a huge impact, I guarantee, in that matchup.
We've got into those 5 aura. If anything goes wrong with the Frogmans, we have a potential flood the earth, right? If anything were to happen.
Right. No, this is a likely game, right? Frogman going to be netting Herman 3 pages per turn. 3 pages per turn. Every orb type wishes they got 3 pages per turn, but we're not seeing if anyone right. It's only water. Only water for get that.
Not to forget the removal that Frogman's power does, right? So you have 2 removals, and we have a celebration going on.
Herman is so good. I just always keeping 2 aura back for dampen because he knows he is making sure. You know how good he is. He's making sure you have absolutely no counterplay to what he's doing. There is counterplay there. I guarantee it. There was that one opportunity where, of course, Neers would have decimated Herman. But when Herman is able to just take away counterplay from you, he will take away counterplay from you. He will take away everything you can do and make it so you can't play this game.
Right now, they know that there's a New Year's. Once again, they did not dampen that anniversary was a bait, right?
The bait.
They wanted that anniversary to be dampened.
Exactly. And Herman's not biting. He's he maybe played water, but he ain't a fish. He's not biting, right?
Oh, there's that. That's the way to put it, Kevin. Yes. Look at that chapter. Like, how many pages is that? Like 10?
Yeah, I do want to move. Shout out to Zaros and Fajir. There are our judges for this room right now as well. We also have Tyler as well watching. Back to our Frost and Water game, something a little more interesting moment. We got 590 LP, 1000. Kate's playing a perfect game right now, as is. And we're not seeing the aura of the Earth. Kate is playing this conservatively enough, to a degree, in the middle, right? 4 beasties on a board, 2 beasties in the chapter. And if Kate gets flooded to Earth, hey, it's okay. No problem.
No aura.
No aura.
No aura from that bookmark. So no 5th aura for that flood the Earth.
Oh, no. Do not play the snowflake here, Kate. If Kate plays a snowflake, even if actually no, I'm lying. I can't absorb aura of the Earth because of the Earth's requirements. So she's safe. Absorb aura will give the card draw, but there's no way.
Kevin, you're getting too excited. You're like seeing plays that are not even possible. Yes.
Exactly. A wallow as in hand. Why the wallow in her hand?
Reasons. Shortest reasons. Our casters have had a long day here with their tournament. Choices are being made, but it's just a pleasure to be able to see them play and able to enjoy these games on this first day of 2022. There's a lot of petting of the Amikuk with the cursor there. It decided to attack. Oh yeah, there's wide open. The board is wide open for an attack. So there's a lot of damage going in.
Right. Wow.
440.
Right. I think just looking at this game, even with the cards in Jay's hand, I think Kate has this game. She has the tempo. Oh,
there's a fifth water aura.
There's a 5th. That was the top deck that was needed. So even if the board is cleared, Kate can get likely. I'm not 100% guaranteeing to win right now, but Kate can likely make sure that she can get a reset. It's
no flood the Earth this turn.
No flood the Earth. Can't absorb aura. Came in. Why? That was arguably a blunder.
That was a very aggressive why, Kevin. Come on, let's.
Yeah, that was arguably a blunder, right? Absorb aura. If you absorb aura, flood to earth cannot occur, and
No. We know. That's why that's an interesting play right there.
Agreed.
Reasons my behalf. Once again, it will be really exciting to be able to talk with our players eventually, if not today, eventually, just to see what was going on their minds, what was happening. Probably they were tired, of course, and there's lots of things that skip our mind when we're tired, right? It's been a long day.
Right.
So let's see. Now there's 5 aura.
Yeah. No aura. Yeah, no aura. You can't play for the earth. Can't do it.
You did play. Yeah, they did play the absorb aura. No flood the earth is possible at the moment. They could play a Chessie, right? Start to establish some board presence. Bookmark another card.
Yes, Chessie can get the Wahila, but I think Jay knows that maybe he messed up. He did the absorb aura first, so he can't flood the earth. Chessie gonna come in.
Yep. Probably to a dampen, maybe. Yep, and there we go. A dampen it is.
There we go. Look at this Magic Emilio making these calls. Very nice. I'm telling you, Kate, God has this game. Likely. With the, it was a misplay. Not the.
Do you see a reason? Do you see a reason why you want to dampen this turn? Is there something is this a spell that a water player is scared of?
My friend, I do not know, but all I know is Kate's getting a ton of damage with a winner Terra coming in. Increase 15, 15, 50, and 45 extra damage. People may talk about Terra, doesn't do anything, but Terra is increasing the damage of Kate's board by 45. And that's very good, if you ask me. It's very good.
Just a quick insight to our watchers right now. Just to let you know, Kevin is 100% excited 100% of the day, no matter what he's doing. It's one of the things of working with Kevin and in R&D that really keeps you going and loving Metasu. So thank you, Kevin, for always being this energetic.
I appreciate it. We got to be, right? This is a good game. Metasu is a great game, right, as a whole. And this map in particular is a good game. And, I don't know, Kate. Kate right now is going for the Chessie, but look, if you have 5 water aura on board, you gotta assume they're gonna flood the earth next turn. Like, that was a godsend of a turn for Kate just to deal a ton of damage to the caster. Each Amakuk could have done 55 a pop. 55, 110, 165, 195 damage, folks, with all 4 beasties going to caster to kind of close the gap that Kate needs right now to stick through this game.
It looks like Kate is looking into the future. He knows that there's a flood of the earth coming, that Chessie would survive, so trying to get some damage in, it looks, that Chessie, potentially get it out of the way. So if the earth floods, at least there's nothing on their board as well, right? So that's pretty smart of Kate. Exactly. And we remember the type advantage here, frost versus water, right?
Right. But what Kate has the edge was the LP lead. And let me double check real fast when this
time limit? Yeah.
It ends, right? Let me check. Here we go. We got Amakuk finishing off the Chessie. No problem. That's still some damage to the face right now, right? We got 55 coming from Amakuk, right? 30 coming from Wahila, right? No snowing, but we got the 30 Wahila. And right now, Kate is in a spot exactly. I would play Jack Frost here as well. Not only for the damage buff from the snowing it gets, but because it is
flying. Yeah.
Flying.
It's flying from Flood the Earth, yeah.
All right, let's get some tempo. I think Kate understands that I gotta keep my Amakuk back. I gotta hold it because I gotta be prepared for Flood to Earth. I can't just not be prepared for it. I gotta be prepared. Like he hit him for 55 as well. Hit him for the same amount of damage as that whatchamacallit, Amacook. So there you go. Hitting for that damage.
The whatchamacallit, the card you created, yes. The Amico. It is exciting to see Frost do so well, to be honest.
Yeah.
It is exciting to see our players discover new types, and Kate has done an amazing job in this tournament in showcasing just what Frost can do.
Right.
So what will happen now? Is the Flood of the Earth going to happen now, Kevin? What do you say?
It's gotta happen soon. That Flood of the Earth, it's gotta happen soon. It really has gotta happen soon. You can't wait. Like, when you have that opportunity to flood the Earth, you gotta play to flood the Earth, right? Where is it not coming in? You gotta play it.
Oh, it's not coming in this turn either, Kevin.
It can't come in. Anniversary, you can't flood the Earth. That's that you can't. You just can't do it, folks. You just can't do it. Can't do it. But again, we can't play to flood the Earth. Can't contract it. The anniversary got played. We can't anniversary. So anniversary flood the Earth, you can't combo. We have to play the anniversary a turn before and then play flood the Earth so you can take out.
That's what they're going for. Maybe this is the turn before. Maybe
but
they want to take more damage.
You can't afford it. You can't afford it.
Well, you can't stop them, Kevin. That's what they're doing. Let's see what happens.
You can't afford it. For sure. But
well, there's another Chessie, another bookmark, more aura, because why not? Sure, why not? As some people say. And yeah,
sure.
Only one aura open. No dampen is possible if, for whatever reason, that's something that wants to be kept as a possibility.
Right.
That's it, right? They can't do anything else. They just can pass now. Nothing to absorb aura at the moment either.
Right.
You're switching out. You can't watch. Oh, it's over. Yep. We're staying here, folks. We're staying in this frosty water match.
Checking in. We are. Herman's game's good. Looks like. Let me check. I believe Herman won that last game. Yeah.
You can keep watching here, Kevin. Be confused. That's Flood the Earth is not played and not hide it in the slightest.
Not played again.
This is Medisu, folks. We are here to, reignite your love for TCGs or continue your love for TCGs. It is definitely fun to see all this place. Oh, we have a line in a bottle to the Chessie? What just happened?
Looks like it. Icy Path coming in clutch. Icy Path. But why is the Flood the Earth not occurring?
Kevin, we've been over this. It happened, man. It just didn't happen. It's being set up in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, Icy Path. One powerful spell.
So, it looks like this game may actually go to time. I believe time should be called soon. If time comes up, Kate's got the win on this game, most likely. They have the 3 additional turns, but that's a really big point lead. LP point lead right now. And I don't think, even with Chessie, I don't think Jay can come back from that much of a gap right now. So this actually may be our first sudden death on this stream, right, in this game. A sudden death scenario. For those who don't know, sudden death is 250 LP. Same game, just 250 LP. So decks that have a clear aggression, decks that are clearly like Forest, for instance, that are good early game, can perform very well in that setting. Whereas decks like Water that don't have a ton of early game damage.
Except maybe just Icy spell the Chessie, right? That is gonna disable that Chessie in the next turn. I do think she might have this in the bag.
Exactly.
And even if there's there's no lining of bottles for potentially if our player here draws another Chessie, there's no lining of bottles in their hand. There's no way to bookmark more pages at the moment, unless they do Flood the Earth to bookmark a card, which apparently at this point is possible. Another Dampen was just drawn, bookmark. Another aura has been dropped.
Here we go.
Let's...
Chessie coming in for one counter, no problem. No, sometimes cards go back in the hand, no problem, no problem.
Is this a moment? Do you see that we'll see Flood the Earth played?
Man, at this point, it's still worth it. Man. We would still like to play Flood the Earth, right? You still want to play
5. There you go.
I just don't know. Maybe like a holding back a bit. Could have cleared before 3 beasties, no problem. It could have done it earlier, but it's okay. It happens. Either way, we do have...
It's a slightly better removal. You took 2 cards with 1. That's okay. Definitely, as Kevin is saying, it's not the payoff what could have been had a few turns earlier.
Yep. Either way, yeah, likely Kate has this game. I believe I'm going to...
just play Amikuk and wait for that Chessie to run through you, but there's 2 dampens, right? So they can respond to the icy path. Is the thing here.
Right.
What's going on? Oh, are they?
Could be. I think that's it because I believe... I don't know if they're telling us this, but it looks like I believe, yeah. So time was already called. So I believe we're going to sudden death. Maybe verify real fast. We're going to sudden death. Okay, we're going to sudden death, folks. First sudden death game, or no? Get the special capture on for sudden death. I don't think we have one. When you like,
do we have that? What are you talking about, Kevin?
We have that like we have sudden death. Like, this is again, folks. 250. I'll say it time. 250 life points for both casters. Same game. And correct me if I'm wrong, Amelia. I believe they used the same spellbooks they had in the last game. Correct?
I might be correct, Kevin. Did you say it was 250? Yes, it is 250 life points. So it's gonna be what do you think, right? Like both decks don't get too aggressive early on. I guess you have the Amikooks. It may depend on Rice getting getting the Amikooks out early enough. There are lightning in bottles, a lot of lightning in bottles in the water deck, so it might be a water baby lightning in a bottle kind of thing, right?
Right.
Get some water babies, some Terras out, some quick damage in.
Exactly.
What do you think?
I don't know. Again, a water baby, it's going to be crucial for this early game, right? Water can't stall out. You've seen water will normally lose at least a fourth of its LP before it gets a flood the earth out, before it gets to that turning point, and that's not enough. A fourth is 250, folks, right? And
Kate would win before that. I do think it's mostly the water babies, lightning bottles versus the Amikooks.
Exactly.
Potentially, Loveline will drag things on if it comes out as well, though.
Yeah, and if you're gonna rush and win water baby, get out of here. You got icy path. Icy path gonna turn those ties, gonna deal damage back to your caster, right? Make that even bigger, right?
Icy path is gonna turn out what?
Turn those BC attacks onto the caster, right?
yes. I'm it's a little late for me. It's I'm an hour ahead from Eastern Standard Time, so it's 12:40 for me. I'm a little
no problem. All right, thank you for rolling the dice. We got heads. Unfortunately, I don't know who got heads. We don't know who called heads. Someone called heads. It wasn't me. I didn't call heads.
See a New Year's new beginning with a crystal. We all know that is potentially very.
Kate's going first. This is huge. Kate going first means she gets to use the crystal first.
The New Year's. Oh my god.
Yeah, so that means if Kate wins this game, she moves on to the finals, folks. It'll be Frost versus Water finals. First ever in MetaZoo Games history has happened.
Can you help me, Kevin? Why did New Year's not happen there?
Why, Kevin? Because rather save up for the massive Amikuk board going on right now.
Okay, I guess. Well, yeah, Kate is very attached to the Amicooks in this deck strategy, and it's also an early game. Yeah, okay, yeah.
3 Amicooks? Like, no, Kate is like, I love my Amicooks. Let me keep them. I'm not going to discard those Amicooks with the years. I'm not discarding that. Right now, no Absorb Aura or Aura, for that matter, to contract. Right? So, Water Baby, it's chilling. They're just, being all bubbly. They're just chilling right now. Water Baby is just...
We're going to get a second Water Baby for sure, right? The question is the Water Baby going to hit points? Is going to take out that crystal? Not take out, but start chipping away at the crystal? We'll see.
Right. Water Baby's relaxing. It's doing its thing. It's just sitting there. 30 damage decayed. Or, no. Oh, going for the Paralyze on the Amacook. Wait, hang on.
It didn't borrow?
Then I don't think borrow was called. It doesn't matter anyways, because Focus Spirits.
It does have first strike, right?
Yeah, it does have first strike, right? Kate is going to... Yeah, so why not borrow? Snowflake's there. Want to keep that Aurifact alive. That Aurifact is going to win Kate the game. Right?
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. Kevin is calling that the Eternal Snowflake is going to win the game. We'll see.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know. I'm just toying with you. Yeah. So we have 4 Aura available.
Yeah.
You have to be careful what you say around me. I'll use it.
Yeah. Wow. Huge, folks. Turn 3. When do you see a turn 3 Tezzerux? I don't see turn 3 Tezzerux too often. Getting a 4 Aura cost BC. That's 1 per spell without turn 3 in a sudden death match. This has to be faith. This gotta be faith.
Doesn't that mean that there's no bookmarking, right? From Water Baby then?
Oh, bookmarking still happens, right? For sure.
You have cross pages now.
Right. Oh wait, hang on.
Hook is only beasties?
If it's snowing.
It's only beasties too, right? So
all beasties, yeah.
So the water aura would still be a water aura, so don't mind me.
Wow, this is not looking very good for Jay. It's been, it looks like Fate's calling, folks. The Twitch chat wants it. They want Frost versus Water finals. They want to see it. They want to see Kate to the top. And it looks like it may see it. Looks like it very well may.
It does look like that New Year's not being played when I would have played it. It's showing why Kate is in the tournament and I am not, because it's playing out well for her. Yeah.
Exactly.
So what do you think? 2 Amicooks this turn? Looks like
Looks like it. Why would you not get 2 Amicooks out? Not much.
The Earth is pretty far away, right? So why not flood the board?
Why not flood the board, right? But no
aura. You have Absorb Aura though.
Kate wants to keep it. They want to keep the slow intact, right? Just in case. Oh no, Absorb Aura coming in right now.
That's fine. It's not horrible actually, because
it's not that bad. But
now our player has a
no, that was bad. That was bad. See,
that's TTS showing me to tell me not to. There you go.
Yeah, right now, no, that's a Wallowa Lake. That's a frog. That's a lot of things, folks. That could be. But in my opinion, Mobby should have blown that. What's it called? Amacook. Probably should have gotten it out, right? You use the aura on the Amacook, get it out. But I don't think it was worth keeping up that aura for a slow, right? Because what would you slow, right?
Interesting.
Wallowa comes out, not a Frogman, a Wallowa Lake Crustacean coming out. It looks like Jay's going to play defensively, right? Keeping the Water Baby, not as a defender or attacking anything. It can't attack. It's going to deal that 30 damage, close the gap. Every LP matters right now, folks. Oh, power up red. Give me an extra aura, because Kate's going to sweep this game. If one more aura, just a single aura, give that single aura. And you know what? That might be what Kate was holding on to slow for. It might have been a power up red. Right? If that happens, the worst play in the world, right? The worst play in the world is power up red happens, and then liab endgame, right? That is not what you want to see. I've seen it before. It's nasty. It's a nasty way to close out a game, right? Tizaruk is going to go for the crab.
Frostbite. Scissor and frostbite to the crab, I think, right? Yeah, because the Scissor doesn't one shot.
So interesting. So Tizaruk may actually not going to be destroyed here, but it's also doing 100 damage. 100 damage to the crab right now. That's a lot of damage. So they probably out. But either way, right? Couldn't have. Right, couldn't have. But
then you have the frostbite potentially going on now.
Right.
Bookmark a card.
It's gonna be okay, right? Tizaruk has the LP. It's a relatively tanky PC, 90 LP, right? Overall. Crab gonna be frozen for 10 turns, right? That's a lot of turns. In this matchup, that's 5, so 10 out of 5, that's 5 turns. 5 turns. Can't defend, can't awaken. No problem. Okay. And that's why the crab went out with this amount of aura. That Jay had. To have that defender available. Right. But
what do you think? Is it gonna go down? Is the frostbite happening or not? Or you just spell it out?
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Like, why would you not frostbite there? You have to frostbite. You got that 10. This is like a frostbite player's dream. Getting 10. Whew, 200 damage frostbite? Yes, please. And give me the book.
There you go. Yep.
Waiting on a paralyze, right? There's no way crab kills Tizaruk, but it is gonna get 40 damage. No problem though. No problem. This is not the early game. This is the late game in a sudden death. Because it's so close.
Very late game.
This is a very late game. And we're seeing this. I'm telling you, time and time again, I've seen water players struggle in sudden death games. Right? They don't have the edge that Frost or Lightning does early game. Most of the time. Okay, right? It can vary, right? It can vary.
Yeah, definitely.
And being held back, playing it very safe. No, actually, no. It's adding to. Oh, I still. Oh.
So no frostbite. You see,
that was
she's going for the stall, right? Like
the stall, yeah.
Cast counters on it. I can frostbite it whenever.
No, this is the game in 2 turns. If a Smoky Spirit doesn't come up, it's going to be the game very, very soon. Right here. Next turn, another Amacook going to come out. Another attack coming in. Smoky Spirit's going to stop one attack from these Amacooks, but Jay has to stop it. That's a 9 frozen crab. When do you see 9 frozen crab, Emilio? When do you see it?
Right now.
Right now. See it right now. Hang on, that might have been a misplay. That's a game. Almost game. Smoky Spirit's
that's not.
Gonna keep Jay alive 1 turn, but come on. Kate can bring it home right now. Right now.
We do have another crystal. We have another artifact just being dropped.
Another artifact. And the crab can't destroy it. 10 LP. 10 LP off. We're in the face. We're throwing him 40 damage. No response. Coming in 60 damage. Do you respond? That's critical. Do you respond there? Nope. Yes, you do.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Block
that Scissor Hook was direct attack. It was not attacking the other crab.
Yep, it's going. She's trying to close that game out. That is huge. Do I go 40 more and pressure a 1-turn kill with 1 more beastie? Just take it out, or do I stop? Do I think? Do I hold? Right? Because how many more does he have? How many more, Emilio? How many Lightning in the Bottles does he have? How many Smoky Spirits does he have? It's coming through her mind right now. She has no idea. No idea. But he decides to go in. He is going to close the game. 40 more damage. 30 life points. Critical point. Can he stall? No.
Ooh, Lightning in a Bottle, though.
No defender. Crab going. Crab still frozen. Frozen claws. Cold-blooded. Can't do anything. Of the Crab. Awaken. Gonna do his best to defend. But that looks like a game.
They can frog Lightning in a Bottle Tizaruk, right? So yes. That's a potential move, but you still have 3 Amicooks and only 1 crab to defend. It looks like they're going for the frog and the Lightning in a Bottle. Potentially. We'll see.
Right. This is dang. What a sudden death game.
Yep. There goes the Lightning in a Bottle play for the froggy.
Gonna try right now. He's still trying right now. Frogman gonna be powering, taking out the Tizaruk for the board. I mean, not destroyed yet, but it's gonna get there eventually. With the poison, almost get there. It has 10 LP left after all the poison resolves. But I think this is it. Jay's put up a very good fight with the water game.
There's no dampen that will.
That's it. They called it.
That power up red was gonna go down. There was no dampen. Yeah. The life points, of course, are. That was for Kate, right?
I'm pretty sure, unless something happened. Ooh. They abruptly. Oh, yep, Kate wins. That's it, folks. Kate wins that sudden death. We got Frost and water.
Made it to the final. That is.
This is exciting. This is good.
Intense game. It's gonna be an exciting final match.
Game.
Even bronze match as well, right? We have some great players in this.
And a bronze match, right? Hey, if you like the top 4 players, they'll stay here. We're gonna see it again. We're gonna see these games again, but we're gonna switch it up. Well, actually, my bad. It's gonna be Frost and Water versus Forest Water again. I guess switching up the players this time, not necessarily the decks.
Yes, the players, not the decks, definitely. Very exciting times.
Very exciting time. And we didn't stream this, but actually, Herman and Kate did face off in round 6. Actually, according to our judge Vince M, Ice Voltage, fantastic guy. Shout out to him. And they did face off, but they faced off in more of just a for fun game. They were both guaranteed spots. They were that good, right? They were that good. They were guaranteed spots in the top 8, and now they're going for a legit finals game for Frost versus Water right now. Going for the legit, right? And we're just going to wait here, get set up, get these folks going. Maybe give them a little breather. This was very intense for them.
That's very intense for us, and we were just watching, right? Like, it was definitely a very powerful game. We had Kevin very a lot of opinions were made about that Flood the Earth, and it was definitely just an exciting game, a very exciting game.
All right.